panel. It's got all your 110 breakers and your 12 volt fuses for you guys. All your 12 volt fuses are your regular standard car size fuse. It's not the mini or the max, so you can find them anywhere. It's not a special fuse. It's got all LED indicators on the side if they were to blow. 99% of the time, you're going to touch a breaker before a fuse. Fuse positive has touched negative for one of those to blow. Not likely to happen or anything like that.
Okay.
Questions on that for me?
Nope.
All right. For the bunk beds for you, I got lights to put in the bottom one for you.
Okay.
Because the bulb decided to go out. All lights are 12 volt. Like I was saying, you can run them at any time. The actual chassis battery charges the house batteries when you guys are traveling down the road. So it's always going to be a constant charge. We did replace the 2 house batteries for you guys as well. So you have 2 brand new interstate cycle batteries for that for you. TVs back here are piped to the antenna as well, so when you guys get parked, you can either run off the TV antenna, or if they have a park cable coming in, you can do the park cable coming in as well for you. You're always going to do a TV scan wherever you guys go. You're just going to go under menu. Usually it's under channel. You just do a channel search at that part. Questions you might have in the bunk area for me?
I don't think so. Oh, the lights just have a switch. Okay.
Yep, they have a little black switch on the bottom for you.
All right.
Ready for the bathroom area?
Yeah.
All right. They keep it pretty simple in here for you guys as well, because you're not going to be spending too much time. You do have a GFI trip right here next to the toilet for you. That's for all your GFI outlets, so if any of them's not working, you're going to hit the reset button, just like a household. It's within 2 feet of water, you're going to have a GFI. So you're going to have one in the kitchen sink, the outside one, and probably one above the kitchen sink if it's got one right there for you. Toilet is a foot pedal push, so if you barely push down on the stool pedal, it adds water to the bowl. If you push all the way down, actually flushes the bowl. Have you guys read up about the chemical and toilet paper that you have to use?
Yeah. He told us a little bit about it.
You gotta use special RV safe toilet paper and chemicals, so you can't use no Charmin or household or anything in here. Reasons are you're gonna be dumping your tanks every 3 to 4 days, so you're not gonna have it a long time in here. The household toilet paper doesn't break down as well or quick. And some tanks, they curve and go down depending where the tanks are located at. That's how you end up with clogs.
Okay.
That's why you want the special chemical to actually break everything down. Yes, it's nasty. It's kind of got to be liquefied.
When do you put the chemical in?
Before you guys use it. So you'll dump the chemical in. Each chemical's got a different amount of ounces, packs, powder, tablets, whatever you guys get.
Okay.
Did he give you guys a gift card to you?
Yes.
Okay. After I'm done with you guys, I'll walk you up to parts. They'll walk you around, explain more about the chemicals in toilet paper, which kinds that are better than the others. I suggest a liquid, so you don't have to wait for it to dissolve or break up or anything like that. You add it in there, you use it for 34 days, you dump your tanks. If you guys going on a longer trip, add it again, use it for 34 days, dump it at that point again. So it's not every time you're using the toilet, you don't have to dump it in.
Okay.
Water's your best friend in your black tank. You can't put too much water in there unless it's full. At that point, then hopefully you're not filling it in 3 to 4 days. If you are, tell them to use it a little less. Because 3 to 4 days, you'll probably reach maybe 2/3 of a tank, or a third of the tank. Because they're probably guessing right about 56-gallon tanks, somewhere right around there. Questions you might have on that?
I don't think so.
And I believe I have to dump the tanks before you guys leave because I have them all full right now to make sure there's no other leaks or anything like that. Your gray tanks is your sinks and your showers, between your kitchen sink, your bathroom sink, and your kitchen sink. How the sensors work in the tanks, it's a probe style sensor, so if anything touches that sensor, it sends a ground indication to the panel, and I'll explain it on the panel here in a second, making it read 1/3, 2/3, or full. If a soap sud dries or a piece of toilet paper dries on that sensor, it's going to read whatever sensor it is, 1/3, 2/3, or full. So we highly suggest using a chemical that's going to help clean the tanks and break everything down between soap suds, toilet paper, anything like that, so you don't have, they call it a false reading. Instead of like when you hit test your tank, it might say 2/3, but it's empty. They call it a false reading.
So why would there be toilet paper in the gray tank?
You never know.
Oh, okay.
Kids or anything like that.
Okay, but
Just
normally there
reason-
wouldn't be.
Normally there wouldn't be.
Okay.
It's just going to be strictly in the black tank. Normally why a gray tank misreads is too much soap.
Okay.
It bubbles up, dries on the sensor. So as soon as you...
Is Is there a certain soap that you should use then?
There's
or
not a special soap
just
because it all makes bubbles and it all
Yeah,
dries up
okay.
eventually. So when you guys actually travel, the trick is for the black tank, throw a 20-pound bag of ice down in it, and when you drive, it sloshes around, cleans the inside of the tank and everything like that. You have a black tank flush, and I'll explain that outside to help rinse the tank when you guys are done. When you're dumping the tanks, it actually helps rinse it out, so you don't have a false reading as well.
Okay, for the ice, you just put it in the toilet?
Just straight down in the toilet,
Okay.
and it hits the bottom of the tank, and it sloshes around like scrubbing bubbles.
Okay.
It's about the easiest way to clean a tank versus letting it sit overnight with chemicals, plumb full, or anything like that.
Okay.
Gray tank, there's really no special way. You just leave water in it, and it sloshes around when you drive around on that part.
Okay.
Don't underestimate gray tank when you're dumping it because it can stink just like black tank. Stuff you rinse off, kids using the bathroom in the
Food,
shower, you never know. The dumping the tanks is the worst part because you don't know if you're ever going to get any on there. Always think you are because it will happen.
Wait, you don't know
sometime.
if you're gonna get what?
If the hose is going to come off and it's going to spray you,
uh.
you know, it happens to us around here. It's not a perfect world. It is what it is. Just always have extra clothes and shoes. I just will say that.
Okay.
Because, you know, I had it happen to me about 3 weeks ago at 8 o'clock in the morning. So
Oh.
days is ruined at that part. So any questions in the bathroom area for me, guys? Ready to keep